Alright, I'm going to show you where to get a special kind of Darmanitan, a Zen mode Darmanitan. Now, this Darmanitan can only be found in limited quantities in the Desert Resort, right outside of the Relic Castle. It won't respond to you unless you have a Rage Candy Bar. There are 3 places you can get Rage Candy Bars in the game. You can get one of them by going to the X-Team Rocket guy in winter in Asira City. He's on the southern end of town, but it's only available in winter. You actually have to talk to his wife. You get one when you return to the Relic Castle after you've beaten the game. Juniper will appear and she'll give you a Rage Candy Bar for free. And then the rest of them you can only get on the Royal Unova by battling and beating all of the trainers there, but only on Saturdays. So it's a little cumbersome to get that after after you've used up the 2 you get automatically. Well, you get for free, you don't get them automatically. Anyway, once you have a rare candy bar in your, or a Rage Candy Bar, Rage! Not rare candy bar, although that'd probably be good. Once you have a Rage Candy Bar in your inventory, you can go back to these suspicious looking statues here, and you can give them a Rage Candy Bar. And for some reason, it goes all Lucario on you, loving chocolate, and wants to fight you for it. So, just like that, you will see a Darmanitan. Hey, awesome. But this isn't your run-of-the-mill Darmanitan. Oh no. This Darmanitan has a special Zen mode ability. Now, whenever the Zen mode Darmanitan's hit points falls below 50%, it changes form. It changes into into something that more resembled those statues you saw outside of the Relic Castle. Oh, hey, well, that was pretty lucky. You'll probably see it transform into the Zen mode Darmanitan when you're trying to weaken it, but I just decided to throw a quick ball at it. Now, Darmanitan, off the bat, is a great Pokemon to use. It's very powerful. Very, very powerful. But this one in particular has a very different strategy than the run-of-the-mill ones. Now, when you use Darmanitan Zen mode, when it triggers in battle, it essentially switches its stats. Darmanitan naturally has very, very high attack. It's also fairly speedy, but its special attack stinks. However, when it enters Zen mode, which is only available from those hidden ones there, it's a hidden ability, only available from the special ones. When that activates, see there it is, it basically switches its attack and its special attack. And it also makes it part Psychic type as well, so it's a Fire Psychic. Now, it doesn't, totally switch the stats, but it does a reconfiguration of things. It's sort of like a transformation akin to, say, Deoxys's forms, in the fact that it's rather radical and it affects stats. It does slow down a bit, but it gains quite a good amount of defenses, too. So you'll notice this thing, when it's in its Zen mode, it can take more of a hit. And that's important, too, because remember, it's going to be fighting in only 50% of its hit points. Now, Darmanitan mostly has physical-based attacks. You'll have to wait until later in the game if you want to give it good special-based attacks like Flamethrower and Psychic. You can use Fire Blast right now, but you have to buy the TM for it. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with physical-based Fire Punch, Flare Blitz, Hammer Arm, things like that. Now, this Darmanitan right off the bat has, it has some of those things, but one of the most useful moves it has is Belly Drum, which, conveniently enough, lowers its hit points by half and raises its attack to the maximum. That means if you're at baseline, it'll raise it plus 6 stages. If you've been growled to infinity, it'll raise it to the maximum still. Now see, Zen mode just triggered. So now I'm that weird statue-looking thing. And basically my stats have switched. But the nice thing is, because I used Belly Drum to drastically raise my attack, it's almost like my absolutely horrible attack stat doesn't matter, because it's still probably twice what it would be even as a regular Darmanitan. It's just that good. It literally quadruples it. So that's very nice. However, you can't keep using Belly Drum battle in, battle out, so it's sort of a one-time thing, or at least per battle. If you're fighting something like the Elite Four, it could come in very handy, though. The only thing you gotta watch for is it's slower. Now, one important detail to keep in mind, notice how I'm still the normal Darmanitan. When you send it out, it takes a turn for it to trigger. See, I'm going to belly drum just to show you, oh, well, I'm less than 50%. But in between turns, or at the end of the first turn, it will trigger and it will switch to that mode. So if you're interested in having it be solely a Psychic type, or the Fire Psychic Zen mode Darmanitan, what you should do is you should put Protect on it, so that way you can use that on the first turn, and then it'll trigger, and you won't be hit on that first turn. That's what I'd recommend doing. Well, anyway, that is the Zen mode Darmanitan, which you can get pretty much as soon as you can get that Rage Candy Bar. Alright, hope you enjoyed that, and may all of your ragey, fiery, monkey, awesome team member thingies come true. Something like that. I don't know, that's cheesy. Whatever.